Hello everyone, welcome to Bright Lab Tutorials. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button to keep you updated on my tutorials. Ngayon, pag-aaralan natin ang factoring trinomials, factoring quadratics in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, where ang a yung coefficient ng x squared, b is ang coefficient ng x at yung c yung constant. Okay, halimbawa, meron tayong quadratics na x squared plus 6x plus 8. Ang a natin dito is 1, ang c is 8. So, first, kailangan nating makita ang product ng a and c, which is 1 times 8 is 8. And then our b is equal to 6. Okay. Hanapin natin yung factors ng 8. Okay, in this case, tingnan muna natin yung signs ng mga terms. Tingnan natin ang sign ng last term. It's positive. So kapag positive, tingnan natin yung sign ng middle term, positive din. So therefore, ang hinahanap natin yung dalawang number na ang product nila will be positive 8. So we're looking for, hanapin natin yung dalawang positive numbers. Okay, hanapin natin ang factors ng 8. So ang factors ng 8 will be 1 and 8. Meron ding 2 and 4. So ito yung dalawang numbers ng factors ng 8. Ngayon, since ang kailangan natin ay positive 6, hanapin natin yung sum that will lead us to positive 6. So, yung dalawang number na to ay ang 2 at ang 4. So, ito yung kukunin natin na factors ng 8. So, to get the factors of x squared plus 6x plus 8, hanapin natin ang factors ng x squared. Lagay tayo ng dalawang parenthesis dito. So, ang factors ng x squared is x tsaka x. At since 2 and 4, yung kailangan nating numbers, okay, we'll just add natin yung positive 2 and positive 4. This is our answer for the given quadratic equation. Now, paano natin malalaman kung tama ang sagot natin? So, gamitin natin yung FOIL method. Yung FOIL method, doon natin ma-check kung tama nga yung factors natin. So, first, f is first. So, x times x, x squared. Outer, x times 4, positive 4x. Inner, 2 times x, positive 2x. And then last, 2 times 4, plus 8. Combine natin ngayon yung dalawang like terms. Ito yon 4x tsaka 2x. So, i-rewrite natin x squared, add natin tong dalawang to. So, positive 6x plus 8. So, tama ang sagot natin na factors. Ito sa pangalawang example natin, 3x squared plus 18x plus 24. Okay, sa factoring, first thing you need to understand or first thing you need to do, hanapin muna natin yung common monomial factor. Okay, in this case, tingnan muna natin. 3x squared plus 18x plus 24. Meron siyang common factor, which is 3. So, dapat we have, kailangan nating i-factor yung 3 out. Okay? Hanapin natin yung greatest common factor, which is 3. Ilabas natin yon. So, therefore, if we divide all of this by 3, we'll have x squared plus 6x plus 8. Remember, ito yung finactor natin kanina na x squared plus 6x plus 8. So, di ba nakita na natin yung factor natin na x plus 2 at saka x plus 4. But, huwag natin kalilimutan yung 3. Okay? So, this will be our final answer or the factors itong example na to. So, wag natin kalilimutan na hanapin muna natin yung common monomial factor kung meron. Kung wala naman, just proceed dun sa ating factoring. Okay, for our next example, x squared minus 8x plus 15. Okay, hanapin natin yung product ng A times C. So, ang A natin is 1 at ang C natin is 15. So, A times C is positive 15. At ang ating B is negative 8. Now, tingnan natin yung sign ng last term. Ang sign ng last term is positive. Ang sign ng middle term is negative. So, therefore, ang hinahanap natin ay dalawang number na negative. Hanapin natin ang factors ng 15 na both negative. So, ang factors ng 15 is negative 1 times negative 15. Negative 3 times negative 5. Now, para makita natin kung ano para makuha natin yung sa B, hanapin natin dito sa dalawang numbers na to kung ano yung sum that will lead us to a negative 8. At yun yung negative 3 at negative 5. So, getting the factors of x squared, x and x. And then, we'll just copy negative 3 and negative 5. Ngayon, para malaman natin o ma-check natin kung tama yung sagot natin, gamitan natin to ng FOIL method. So again, first, x times x is x squared. Outer, x times negative 5 is negative 5x. Inner, negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And then last, negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15. So, i-combine natin yung like terms na negative 5 at negative 3, which is negative 8x. And then copy the rest. We notice na our answer is the same as the given. So, therefore, ito yung tamang sagot. X minus 3 times x minus 5. Okay, for our next example, x squared minus 6x minus 7. Again, hanapin natin yung product ng A times C. A is 1 and C is negative 7. So ang product natin is negative 7. And then for our B, it's negative 6. Again, look at the signs. Hanapin natin yung signs ng last term. This one, ang sign ng last term natin is negative. So therefore, ang sign ng middle term is negative. So ang hahanapin natin ay dalawang number na positive at isang negative. So hanapin natin ang factors ng negative 7 na isang negative at isang positive. So meron tayong negative 1 times 7 and meron din tayong 1 tsaka negative 7. Now, alin dito sa mga numbers na to na pag in-add natin will give us a negative 6? Ito yun. So, ito yung gagamitin natin as part ng factor. Okay, so again, ang factors ng x squared is x and x. And then we'll just add lang natin to positive 1 and negative 7. Paano natin malalaman kung tama yung sagot natin? Gamitan natin ng FOIL method again. Okay, sa FOIL method, okay, x times x is x squared. X times negative 7 is negative 7x. 1 times x is positive x. 1 times negative 7 is negative 7. Combine natin tong dalawang like terms na to. Negative 7x plus x gives us negative 6x. And then just copy. Okay. So, therefore, tama yung sagot natin na x plus 1 times x minus 7. Okay, for our next example, 3x squared plus 8x plus 5. Okay, this time, ang ating a is greater than 1. Ang a natin is 3. So, katulad pa rin ng dati, hanapin natin yung product ng a and c. So, 3 times 5 is 15. At yung b natin is equal to 8. Now, sometimes, gagamitan natin to ng trial and error. Pero ngayon, bibigyan ko kayo ng easy way para makuha nyo yung factors nito. Gagamitan natin ito ng X method. Okay. Same thing. Dito pa rin natin lalagay yung product ng A and C at dito yung B. So, ang product ng A and C is 15 at ang B is 8. Tingnan natin ulit yung sign ng last term, positive. At yung middle term, positive din. So therefore, ang hinahanap nating factors ng 15 ay dalawang positive numbers. Okay, ano ang factors ng 15 na kapag in-add natin will give us 8? So it's 3 and 5. Okay. So, 3 times 5 is equal to 15 and 3 plus 5 will give us 8. But, hindi pa yan yung final answer natin. I-divide natin siya by the coefficient of x squared which is our a. Ang a natin is 3. Ganon din dito. Okay? So, i-reduce natin to sa lowest term which is 1 over 1. Ito, hindi na natin marireduce kasi ano na siya, reduce na siya. Okay? So, ngayon, makukuha na natin yung factors niyan, which is, okay, first, itong number na to na nasa ilalim, yan ang coefficient ng x. So, it will be 1x. At yung number sa ibabaw, just simply add plus 1. Ganon din sa kabila. Yung number na to sa ilalim, yun yung coefficient ng x. So, it is 3x. At yung number sa ibabaw, we'll just add plus 5. Now, paano natin malalaman kung tama yung sagot natin? By the way, we don't write 1x. We normally write simply x. So, para malaman natin kung tama yung sagot natin, gumamit ulit tayo ng FOIL method to check. Okay, with the FOIL method, we'll multiply x times 3x. So that is 3x squared. Okay, outer x times 5 is positive 5x. 1 times 3x is positive 3x. And then 1 times 5 is positive 5. Combine natin itong dalawang like terms. So 5x plus 3x is 8x. And then just copy the remaining. Okay. So this one is the same as our given. So therefore, ito yung tamang sagot natin. For our next example, 2x squared minus 15x plus 7. Again, hanapin natin yung A and C. A times C. So 2 times 7 is 14. At yung B natin is negative 15. Again, using our X method, we'll write here ang ating A and C and B sa baba. So this is 14 and negative 15. Okay, look again sa signs ng last term, positive, at yung middle term, negative. So ang hinahanap nating factors ay dalawang negative numbers. So ano yung dalawang negative numbers that will give us the product of 14 and will give us a sum of negative 15. Okay, so that is negative 1 at negative 14. Okay, so negative 1 times negative 14 is equal to 14 and negative 1 plus negative 14 is negative 15. So, i-divide natin ulit ito by the coefficient of x squared which is 2 at ganun din ito. Okay, this is already in lowest term. Ito hindi pa. So, we'll have divide them all by 2. It's negative 7 over 1. So, ang factors natin, again, itong number na to na nasa ilalim, yan yung coefficient ng x. So, it's 2x. And then, just add negative 1. Ganun din sa kabila. 1x or simply x. And then, add negative 7. Now, para malaman natin kung tama yung sagot natin, gamitan natin ulit ng FOIL method. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 7 is negative 14x. Negative 1 times x is negative x. negative 1 times negative 7 is positive 7. So combine natin tong dalawang like terms na to, negative 14 and negative 1, negative 15x. And then just copy the rest. Okay, so this one is the answer for this. So therefore our factors is correct. Okay, for our last example, 12x squared plus 5x minus 3. Again, hanapin natin yung A and C and also our B. So A is 12 and negative 3 is our C. So 12 times negative 3 is negative 36. And our B is positive 5. Again, we'll use the X method, ha? So dito natin lalagay yung A and C, which is negative 36. Yung B sa ilalim, that is positive 5. Okay, hanap tayo ng dalawang numbers. But again, tingnan muna natin yung sign. Yung sign ng last term is negative at yung sign ng middle term is positive. Now, kapag ang sign ng last term is negative, ang dalawang numbers na hanapin nating factors is isang negative at isang positive. Okay, so in this case, negative 36. So ano yung dalawang numbers na ang product nila ay negative 36 pero kapag inadd mo sila, positive 5. So that number is 9 at saka 4. Okay? I mean 9 and negative 4. So divide natin siya by the coefficient of x squared which is 12. Ganon din ito. And then we have to reduce. So, we have to reduce this one. Divide natin siya both by 3. So, we'll have 3 over 4. And then ito, divide natin both by 4. We'll have negative 1 over 3. And then, finding the factors. So, yung number sa ilalim, yun yung coefficient ng x. So, it will be 4x. Add natin yung sa itaas plus 3. Ganon din sa kabila. Ito yung coefficient ng x. 3x, and then add lang natin yung isa, negative 1. Again, para malaman natin kung tama yung sagot natin, we'll use the FOIL method. So, 4x times 3x is 12x squared. 4x times negative 1 is negative 4x. Positive 3 times positive 3x is positive 9x. Positive 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Combine natin yung like terms. Negative 4x plus 9x is positive 5x. Positive. So we'll just copy 12x squared minus 3. So, which is the same dun sa given natin. So therefore, ito yung tamang factor. I hope you learned something new today. Thanks for watching and hope to see you for more videos. Bye!